Welcome to True Crime with Strategic Eyes.
Strategic back again. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of True Crime Strategic. I hope you guys are having a great week so far. Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get a yay for that. Today is my day off, man. I labored through the entire week and finally I'm off. And guess what I get to do? Spend time with you beautiful people. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a really, really important case for you guys today. The whole world is looking for a special education teacher who is beloved by her community, who has spent her entire life dedicated to the least amongst us. I have members of my family who are autistic. Some of my kids have IEPs, etc. And so we all rely on people like this young woman, Linda Brown, who's missing. The problem is we don't know if she's simply missing. We don't know if she's endangered from herself. We also don't know if somebody else may have done something horrible to her. We don't know, ladies and gentlemen. But today we're going to explore a little bit the information that we have. We're going to try and get to the bottom of this and hopefully just spread some awareness to the fact that Linda Brown is missing. We're also going to take a little look into her husband. And I'm not saying it, all right? You guys are saying it. I'm not saying it. But people are calling him potentially the African-American Chris Watts. I want to analyze some of his interviews and juxtapose that with interviews that was given by Chris Watts. We're going to see if there's some type of similarity there, but there is no evidence that this man has done anything to his wife at this time. All right. We're going to jump right into this, guys. So I'm going to give you some backstory on this, guys, and then we'll follow the breadcrumbs to the best of our abilities. All right. Big shout out to Jen Bartucci with a 199 super chat, says, thanks for covering this. She works with my sister. Wow. I'd love to hear from your sister as to the type of person she is. All it'll do is just help spread that awareness, make more people interested in this case, and hopefully aid in finding her safe and sound. All right, let's keep going. Let's jump into this.
So police are looking for your help tonight to find a missing teacher. She was last seen leaving her house in the city's Bronzeville neighborhood. We spoke with her family today. NBC5's Charlie Wojciechowski is going to join us live now at Healy Elementary School, where she taught, and he has more details on her disappearance. Charlie.
Well, actually, Allison, Linda Brown was set to return to Healy Elementary today after a long medical leave, but that didn't happen. Instead, over the weekend, she went.
So I want to know what the extent is of that medical leave. Like, why? Because we're hearing rumors that she was struggling with mental illness, which could aid more towards less of foul play and more towards possibly her needing a break or maybe some self-harm, something like that. We don't wish for these things, but if you're new to the channel, people, I'm an active duty SA investigator. I say that because of YouTube. I investigate special victims cases. I'm a detective and I work for a police agency. So we're approaching this from the perspective of a detective. That's what I am. That's what I do. All right. I do this for fun. I do that as a day job. So the mental illness does play a part and it's important, but we're just hearing that rumor that she was struggling with some mental illness. The question is, why was she on medical leave? Did she have her gallbladder removed or was she experiencing some type of psychotic symptoms? This is important stuff because it kind of like sends investigators on what direction and path they should be focusing in more on, right? So if she ever made an attempt on her own life, yeah, it's going to kind of steer investigators in one direction more so than the other. If that's not the case and she just was sick and she had C19 or something like that, totally different animal. Let's keep going.
Went to an appointment, a long-standing appointment. She never got to that appointment, and right now her family is trying to do everything they can just to find her. Linda Brown was last seen here near her home on the 4500 block of South Martin Luther King Drive, January 3rd.
I'm terrified, man. I'm just shaking, man. I just need my wife home, man. Seriously. I need my wife home.
Her husband.
All right, hold on here. I'm jumping the gun a little bit. Well, we just saw an interview from the husband. What do you think about this?
Chris Watts, WATTS.
Wow. What's going on right now around your house?
Right now it's you got K9 units, the sheriff's department. Everybody's like they're doing their best right now to figure out like if they can get a scent, see where they went, They went on foot, they went in a car, they went somewhere. And right now it's just like they've been on point. They're going through the house trying to get a scent, and hopefully they can pick something up to where it's going to lead to something.
What happened? Your wife came home. Tell me what's.
She came home from the airport 2 a.m. and I left around 5.
All right, so that's Chris Watts. I want to go back here, but I just want to see if we see any similarities in the mannerisms. Because remember, the Chris Watts case started just like this. And in no way am I trying to say this guy had anything to do with his wife's disappearance. People rarely just disappear like that. And we've been doing this for a long time. Most of you guys are true crime connoisseurs. It's obvious that when you have situations like this, the first person you have to look at are the people who are closest to the individual. The people who are closest to the individual. People just don't disappear like that, okay? All right, so let's keep going. It does happen. It's possible. But it doesn't happen that often. That's why we ask questions. Let's keep
Standing
going.
with her family tonight, reaching out in hopes that somebody has seen her.
She had a phone, she had a purse, and credit cards.
So that's the thing. When people want to end themselves, they'll usually give you a sign. They usually will. All right. They go through a bout of depression. Now they're happy. Listen, it's the chemical imbalance in the brain that's making a person experience these feelings and these desires. And we're all human. We all have the same chemicals. We have different compositions of those, different levels of those chemicals. We're all unique, but we're more connected and we're more the same than you think. And so it's been studied a lot of times when a person has come to that final solution. That's what I call it, the final solution. And they believe that they've solved their problems. You're not really going to get them taking their credit cards, their car keys. The car keys maybe, but the credit card, the cell phone, the this, the that. They're going to be very happy. It's like everything is great, no problem. They're going to leave those things. I don't need a wallet. What do I need a wallet for? I need a car because I got to get to the place that I've decided will be the peaceful place that I'd like to end it all. But I don't need a wallet. I don't need a credit card. I don't need all the things that I take with me that make me feel comfortable that I'm going to handle my business with. No, I'm handling different business today. I've got the final solution. That's out of step with somebody who wants to hurt themselves. It's usually in step with people who want to create the illusion of a disappearance. Look, she took all her stuff with her. She got everything with her. She's just missing. I don't know. Let's keep going. We're going to keep diving into this.
But we don't know where she is.
Brown was on her way to Wicker Park, where she had a long-standing appointment with an acupuncturist. She never arrived.
It's not like her to just disappear. Like, we don't know. We got family. I got family, that are helping to look, and a lot of support. The teachers and everybody else is helping to look for her.
Now they're putting out online alerts like this one, while her school colleagues are helping in the search. Brown, her family says, may be in need of medical help.
She's in constant contact with me. She never leaves Antoine's side without him knowing where she's going. It's just not like her.
Linda Brown was last seen wearing a long, puffy black coat and shiny Ugg-style boots. She was driving a 2021 blue Honda Civic with license plate CX57470.
Please approach her. Ask her, do she need help? She has her phone. Her phone is still ringing. So if you...
All right, so why they not tracking the phone? Because this one falls under the exigent circumstance clause in our criminal justice system and case law, where we can just, you could get a warrant if you want, but you could just start tracking the phone. Like, I don't know. Maybe this is old. We are marching towards where we need to go. So I'm just curious. Like, that has to be something that they're doing right now. Not even the family. I'm talking about law enforcement. Let's keep
see
going.
her, please approach her and call detectives. Call 911, please, if you see her.
Now, detectives at Area 1 are handling this missing persons case. As for the school, they will have counselors on hand, both for students and for staff, as they go through this entire missing persons incident. Everyone at CTU says their thoughts are with this family for her safe return.
All right, so let's go on to our next exhibit. Guys, this is out of Chicago. Some people are asking, where is it from? It's out of Chicago, and that was her husband. Okay, the victim's name, or rather the missing is Linda Brown. Linda Brown. All right, let's keep going.
I'm Dawn Hasbro.
Oh, and guys, please hit that like button, support the channel. Okay, we need to get this far and wide. This is a missing person's case right now, and that person may be endangered. They may be experiencing some mental health difficulties, or they may be a victim of a crime. We don't know, but we want to get this out there to as many people as possible. And the only way that's going to happen is if you hit that like button and you support the channel and you say something in the chat so that the algorithm can see that this is worthy of being shown to a wider audience. Please do support so that we can get this word out there.
The search continues tonight for that missing Chicago Public Schools teacher. 53-year-old Linda Brown has not been seen since the weekend.
Tonight, her husband making a public plea for help. Leslie Moreno live at Robert Healy Elementary School in Bridgeport, where Brown teaches. Leslie.
Hey guys, good evening. Yeah, he says the last time he saw her was on Friday night. He says they watched a movie together. She went to bed early, and when he woke up, he says she was already gone. The husband's desperate search continues.
I'm broke down. I don't know what to do. I did everything. I'm talking to
He looks very concerned to me. I know a lot of people are trying to say, we're trying to explore what these people are saying. I'm not saying he did anything. People are trying to say he's a black Chris Watts. I don't see it yet. I have not heard of any evidence that they had any marital issues. What we are hearing is that she was struggling with mental illness. That's not a fact, but that's the rumors that's going out there. And he looks very concerned as opposed to Chris Watts.
15, she was still here.
Chris Watts is normal. That is a nominal face. That is a face of somebody that does not have a care in the world. Not a care in the world. This guy looks concerned. He looks stressed. You see these are stress marks here. You see how the eyes are sagging? The eyebrows are up and they're sagging. Everything is sagging. That's stress. Now, could he be a murderer? Who knows, man? But he's a damn good liar if he's one, because he looks very stressed and very concerned. I'm not getting Chris Watts vibes from this guy right now. Now, everything is subject to change. See, the problem with people who are not initiated with the art of investigation is that when they get a theory, they feel like they got to double down and stay with that theory. No. Us detectives, we love being proved wrong. And we have no problem pivoting and going in the opposite direction. There's no shame in that. We just following the evidence, and the evidence sometimes take you on a journey. So if we get evidence that changes my mind in the next video, I'll change my mind. But right now, this guy looks like he's concerned. He looks like he had nothing to do with his missing wife. But let's keep going. We'll see what the evidence gives us.
We got people on it. We got people searching for it. I'm out of options. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, but just wait.
Chicago police say 53-year-old Linda Brown was last seen Saturday afternoon in Bronzeville in the 4500 block of MLK Jr. Drive. Investigators believe she may be driving a blue Honda Civic and may be in need of medical attention. Her husband says they watched a movie on Friday night. On Saturday, she had an acupuncture appointment but never showed up. Something he says is completely out of character. By Sunday, when calls and messages went unanswered, the family contacted police.
We watched the movie Friday night, and she went to bed before I did. I stayed up a little later. She was in the bed when I went to bed. When I woke up at 8:35, she was gone.
Did she take anything?
She didn't take anything.
But the thing is, they see there. I think there's video of her driving alone, and they found her car. So the thing is, this is a decent neighborhood. There's got to be video surveillance. I'd imagine, and this is like 48 hours, going on 72 hours of this lady being missing. So I'd imagine that they said, what, missing since January 3rd. Yeah, so like, it's been like a week now. So I'd imagine that they would have observed him leaving with her. And then he would be a liar. He'd be prime suspect number one. Or when they've seen her driving. So it's like he would have to have linked up with her at some other time. There's allegedly video that they found in the vehicle, but they haven't played it yet. This is really weird. Let's keep going.
She took her purse, credit cards.
I haven't seen the video. This is what the family, her family, not his side, her side of the family saying. That's what they're saying, that there's video and they found video and they found the car. Something to that effect. But we'll get there. We're going to get there. We're going to get there.
But I'm thinking she was at acupuncture.
Linda is a longtime special ed teacher at Robert Healy Elementary. Her husband says she has a history of mental illness, but has never gone missing before.
If you're watching this, please come home. Your family is missing you. I'm missing you.
Well, I want to know, what is the nature of her mental illness? Like, what does she suffer from? Because that matters. You know, people want to protect people's privacy. I get it. But if she's schizophrenic, that matters, because now she might have an auditory and other types of illusions and delusions, etc. And it matters because it helps people understand where to find her, where to look. Is she going to be in a homeless encampment? Is she going to be in the woods? She's schizophrenic. Does she have a drug problem history? A lot of people who suffer from schizophrenia will oftentimes experiment with drugs so that they can, you know, basically lighten and soften the damage of these illusions and delusions. We could be looking for her in homeless encampments because she might be able to blend in there. I don't know, but I want to know more. Let's keep going.
Linda, we need you to come home, baby. Seriously. Need you to come home.
And her husband says police have tried tracking her vehicle, but nothing has come up. As of this evening, there have been no reported or confirmed sightings of her. If anyone out there has any information, you're urged to call police right away. For now, reporting live here in Bridgeport.
All right, let's go to the next exhibit. Let's keep going.
He's a wonderful person, like I said.
The car of Miss. Remember, guys, I'm starting you guys from the beginning. It's how we do on this show. Just to let you know. We start off in the beginning and we kind of work our way to where we are now. So the stuff that we saw so far was the first stuff 3 days ago, 4 days ago. That one was 2 days ago. This is 1 day ago. Now more developments have happened. We don't just start at the end and like, oh, this is what happened. We found everything. No, we're telling a story here. Okay. So this news reporting from 24 hours ago is that they found the car, but her whereabouts remain unknown. So let's keep going. Let's see what they give us.
Outgoing, smart, you know, funny.
For 11 years, Antoine Brown and his wife Linda Brown have been married and were currently living in this Bronzeville townhouse. The last place Antoine says he saw her around midnight Friday night going into Saturday.
She was in the bed when I went upstairs. Everything was fine. Don't know when, you know, she got up.
He says he got up around 8:30 Saturday morning to go boxing. Linda was supposed to go to her acupuncture appointment on the 2200 block of West North Avenue in Wicker Park, but she never showed up.
She has acupuncture every Saturday.
Antoine says that Linda is a special education teacher here at Robert Healy Elementary School in Bridgeport. He says that she was taking a leave of absence for a few months and was set to go back to school this past Monday.
A little bit of mental issues going on, and she took a leave of absence from her job.
So she took a leave of absence because she got the mental health issues. But what are the issues?
To get help for that.
Chicago police are investigating, and Antoine says her blue Honda Civic was also missing until today.
We found the car. CPD towed it.
He says the car was found undamaged, but would not say where it was located. Chicago police would not confirm.
What the? Oh my God! What are we doing here? Are we investigating a missing person or a homicide? Because if we investigate a homicide, I get it. You don't want to tell us this stuff because it's an active investigation for a homicide. If this is a missing person, why are you not telling us where you found the car? Why is this top secret? I don't even have my lights on. I don't understand this. This is so weird. We found the car. We want you, the public, to help find her. We want her to be returned home, but we're not telling you anything that can help you find her. This doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It's stupido. I want this woman to be found. You guys want this woman to be found. We don't want this one to be a victim of murder or anything else. We don't want that. We want her to have wandered off for whatever reason, and they find her and she gets the help she needs and returns safely to her family. We need information to aid in that. They're not giving us anything. So much is happening, but they're not giving us anything. I wonder why. Let's keep going. Hit that like button, people. Support the channel. Let's keep going.
Any of these details.
I'm not eating, I'm not really sleeping, so man, she need to come home.
Antoine says they do not track each other's phones and there are no cameras in the front or back of the townhouse to know when Linda left or what she took with her.
That's deep. Now, the tracking the phone, I don't believe in that shit. Some of you guys do. Ain't nobody tracking me. If you can't trust me, you need to go find yourself another man. Honey, I just pinged you. What are you doing at the ShopRite? What the? Some people do that, though. They track each other's phones. Y'all crazy. Y'all nuts. Anyway. Now, the camera thing is weird. Now, that has nothing to do with him. That's the infrastructure of the building. But how do they not have cameras in a townhouse? That doesn't make any sense to me. But that's not the only place that they'd look for cameras. They'd also be looking at places on the streets and all about that stuff. Somebody said it's not about trust, it's for that exact reason. Okay, yeah. Because like every single person on this planet is going to go missing like this. You do what works for you, sweetheart. We're going to do what works for us, okay? Live your life. You ain't tracking me. And that's why I ain't with you. No, I'm just joking. I'm teasing. We having a good time, guys. But this is weird. So we've lost a lot of evidence that could help us figure out if she even left the home. So now we kind of go back to square one. Because now we don't know if he left with her that morning. We just have his word for it. We just got his word for it. We just have his word for it. We don't know if she left by herself. We don't know if she left at 8:30. We know none of that because there's no cameras. But let's keep going. Maybe we get some more. I don't know.
Please, love on your family, because I'm missing mine.
In Bronzeville, Marissa Sulik, CBS News, Chicago.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's keep going, man. Let's keep going.
Has heard from Linda Brown, her family and friends spending the day retracing the Bridgeport teacher's last known steps and calling area hospitals, but have turned up nothing. Now they're pleading with the public to help them bring her home safely. Tonight, a desperate search for...
All right, so hold on here. Actually, I think I don't want to do this one. I'm gonna skip that one because that one's old. It's 3 days ago. We're moving forward. Always remember we want to go in order. We don't want to just bounce around. I apologize for that. So I want to address a comment that was made by Marissa, who says she's in Chicago. And Marissa says, I'm in Chicago. Car was found. The neighborhood they live in is nice and definitely will have a lot of surveillance in the area. News says they found the car parked and video of her getting out of it. So now we're right back where I was at, where I don't think that the husband had anything to do with this so far. Because like I told you guys, in my mind's eye, I remember reading that they had her on video surveillance. And I read that for myself. But, you know, you read things in passing, you're not 100% sure about it. Well, Marissa is backing me up that she read the same thing. So I think we're back at a missing person. My question is, though, why is it so secretive about where the car was found, where it was parked, and all this different stuff when we're back to square one? We're looking for a missing person who might be suffering from some mental illness. Why are they not giving us this pertinent information for us to actually be able to find her? Wait a minute, let's keep going. So video shows missing CPS teacher getting out of car and not coming back. Let's do it.
Now to new details in the Chicago public school teacher who went missing nearly a week ago. Today, Linda Brown's sister tells us that police now have video of Brown arriving somewhere in her car, getting out and walking away and not coming back. This is one day after her husband told CBS News Chicago that her blue Honda Civic was found.
Somebody said that the video of her walking out is right by a lake. Oh. Why did that hit me so hard, Marissa? I'm sorry. That could just be just random information that she just happened to park over there. But for some reason, that hit me in my heart. I hope that she didn't go in that lake. But let's keep going.
Found without any damage. And he would not tell us where it was found. Chicago police would also not confirm any of these details.
Damn. Wow. This is crazy. All right, let's keep going.
A news update on the search for a missing CPS teacher.
Leslie Moreno has been closely following this story and joins us now with the latest information. Leslie, what have you learned?
Hey guys, good evening. Yeah, her husband says Linda's vehicle has been found, that blue Honda Civic. We did reach out to Chicago police. They could not confirm that information. The family, however, says the location where her vehicle was found is not being disclosed at this time because police are actively searching that area. If you take a look at your screen there, this is a blue Honda Civic similar to the one police believe she was driving. 53-year-old Linda Brown, a CPS special ed teacher here in Chicago, has been missing since Saturday afternoon. She was last seen in the 4500 block of MLK Jr. Drive in Bronzeville. Her husband says they watched a movie on Friday night. She went to bed early. When he woke up, he says she was gone. Her husband says she had an acupuncture appointment that she missed on Saturday morning. After messages and calls went unanswered, family reported her missing. Family says she has a history of mental illness but has never gone missing before. Police have not released any new details about the investigation and have not confirmed any of those developments surrounding the vehicle her family says was located. Her husband, however, continues urging the public for help.
Okay.
I'm broke down.
So I think what's happening is I think they think she's dead. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I think that the reason why the family doesn't want a larger search, because like they're releasing information, but the family refuses to talk about the address because they're saying that the police are looking for her. I think they think that she took her own life, to be honest with you. I think that's what they believe, and they don't want random people to find her. They want her to be found with dignity and with privacy. So I got the address where the car was parked. I have it in the maps. I'll pull it up. Let me let this gentleman finish what he has to say, and then we're probably most likely looking at self-harm, unfortunately. We pray for the best, but it doesn't make sense for her to just be. She's an adult female. Car was found. She left, did not go to where she was supposed to go. Car was found undisturbed, no damage, no sign of carjacking it or anything like that. No trace of her. If it was a robbery, you see like a trail of like stuff because they're kind of like rummaging through your stuff. You'd see the car searched. It's like a perfect disappearance. And when you have a perfect disappearance, it's usually because somebody just wanted to disappear. Let's keep going. Let's let them finish.
I don't know what to do. I did everything. I'm talking to people. We got people on it. We got people searching for it. I'm out of options. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, but just wait. If you're watching this, please come home. Your family is missing you. I'm missing you. Your friends are missing you. Linda, we need you to come home, baby. Seriously. Need you to come home.
And what remains unclear tonight is the condition that her vehicle was found in and whether Linda was found inside that vehicle. We are in close contact.
All right, so this is a little older. The most recent report is that the vehicle was found in nominal condition, the condition it was in prior to her going missing. And she was observed exiting the vehicle and not returning to the vehicle. There was nobody with her. There's nobody threatening her. There's nobody escorting her. She abandoned the vehicle in good condition and she walked away and never returned to the vehicle. All right, let's keep going.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. It's 1:57. We're getting ready for the 2 o'clock hour, and we have several different stories that are kind of, or interviews that are planned for the 2 o'clock hour. We asked Leslie Moreno to come up, though, and to give us an update on a story that she's been following over the last 3 days now, of a missing woman, a CPS teacher.
Yeah. So
I mean, I think we're all at the point now. I know people are just jumping into this live at different points. Sometimes I forget that. I think like y'all just jumping in where we're at now. But sometimes people will jump into live and they're watching where, the beginning and we're close to the end. I think I'm not going to speak for you guys. I think I'm at a point where I can say that I don't believe that this man had anything to do with his wife's disappearance at this point. With this overwhelming evidence of her leaving the home driving to this location without him with her, which is contrary to a proven appointment that she had, which was at 8 something to go to the acupuncturist or whatever. He gets up and then he goes to boxing, which there are witnesses that can say that he was at boxing, which is his regular schedule. It's not something new. He didn't come earlier. He didn't come later. He came on time for boxing. This guy didn't have nothing to do with it. He didn't have nothing to do with it. So I think I could write the husband off. He's not a black Chris Watts. We could write off the husband. I don't think he had anything to do with this. It's either this woman took her own life. She's just disappeared herself. She's alive, but she just doesn't want to walk away from everything. Or unfortunately, which can happen along the way, she met somebody really bad. And then that person is now in control of her in some way. Let's keep going.
Let's walk through a timeline, right? So she and her husband were watching a movie on Friday night. He says she went to bed early. When he woke up on Saturday morning, she was already gone. He says that she had an acupuncture meeting on Saturday morning, so he didn't think anything of it. He just thought that's where she was. He went to boxing like he normally does on Saturday morning. And then, I guess family was trying to contact her, text her. She wasn't answering. Afternoon Saturday, that's when family started to get worried. And that's when the official police report was filed, the missing persons police report. So yesterday, the update was that her vehicle had been found. Both the husband and the brother-in-law, her brother-in-law texted me saying that her vehicle had been found. They wouldn't share the location. They also wouldn't share the condition that the vehicle was found in or what items were found in that vehicle.
And CPD won't confirm that it was found yet, right?
No, they won't confirm. We reached out to them yesterday, and then I reached out today again to see if they could give us any details. They're not giving us any updates. Again, this is just what the family is telling us. Vehicle was found. She wasn't in there, obviously. Don't know what condition the vehicle was in. That was yesterday. And then today, maybe about 2 hours ago, an hour and a half ago, the brother-in-law texted me that there is footage, surveillance footage of her parking her vehicle, walking out of that vehicle, but he says there's no footage of her walking back to her car. So you're probably wondering, where is this vehicle? Where was this vehicle found? Where is the footage from? What neighborhood? What street? They're not telling us because obviously police are investigating and they don't want people to be in that area as they're, searching and investigating. So that's what we know right now. We did reach out to police once again today to see if they could give us anything.
And do we believe that the surveillance video of her getting out of the vehicle, is it in the area? And has anybody said, is the surveillance footage from the area where her car was eventually found? Or is it maybe possibly from another area that she visited at some point in time?
Well, her acupuncture appointment was in Wicker Park. So if she went to that appointment at like 8, 9 in the morning on Saturday and the footage is from that time, it could be in that area. Again, this is just going off of what we're assuming here, but that footage, if her vehicle was found yesterday, that footage is probably from before her vehicle was found, obviously.
It's a massive lake.
Okay. Obviously, anytime we have a situation like this with a missing person, the hope is always that they will be found safely at some point in time. There is also an issue in terms of like medication that she may be missing. Is that correct?
Yeah, her husband did say that she took some time off from work and she was expected back to work on a Monday. He did mention she had been a little stressed and has been dealing with some mental issues, some mental health issues. But he did say that she's never run away before. Nothing like this has ever happened. So it was very out of character. He did say that she loves her job, she loves teaching, she loves the kids. So
special education.
So we see kind of where she parked the car, 35th and Lake, and it's all right. It's like it's close to nowhere, man. I mean, like not nowhere. Let me not say that. It's highly populated area. but it's basically close to this park. It's isolation. This park, you know, this lake. This is just like the general area. So she didn't literally park her car here. She could have parked it in here. Because this is 35th and this is lakefront. So I put 35th and Lake, but I don't know if it's Lake Park Ave or Lakefront Terrace. I don't know. Lake Shore, I don't know. I just was heard 35th and Lake. So she could be parked here. She could be parked here. She could be parked all the way up here. We don't know. All we know is it's in this vicinity here. And why would you find yourself here unless you want to be alone? You don't want to be found, at least for a little bit. So this is very interesting stuff. Let's go back to the news. Very sad stuff.
Teacher, right?
Yeah, Robert Healy Elementary. So it's just a lot of red flags there for the family. And because of this surveillance footage that they're talking about today, they believe that she may still be on foot because her vehicle was found yesterday. She wasn't there, and that surveillance footage. So she may still be walking around, wandering. So they're urging, again, the public to keep an eye out for her.
And we hope.
All right, so people want to see Street View. Very good. Very good idea, by the way. What I'll do is I'll play this in the background while we look at the Street View. So it looks like my premise of her, check this out, because I was actually wrong. This is why it's a really good idea. You said Street View, whoever said that, you're a smart person. You can't go over here because it's blocked off. It's for pedestrian only. I should have read that. It says pedestrian bridge. So that means that it would not be accessible by a car. So it looks like her journey would stop here unless there's some other form of getting into the park. I'm pretty sure there is. But if they said 35th, she'd have to be in this vicinity here. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Let me go ahead and keep playing this, and we'll explore this on the Street View.
We were just doing an interview just moments ago with a law enforcement officer who talked about that aspect of if you see something, say something. We certainly hope that anyone who would see her would, give the authorities a call. We've heard from her husband and the brother-in-law. Have we heard from anyone in her immediate family?
No, I haven't heard it from anyone aside from her brother-in-law and the husband. The only other, people is the school, the district. They have also sent out a memo just letting families know that they're offering services, to the students, to the staff who know her. Also urging as well people to keep an eye out for her. And the family as well, again, she was last seen in the Bronzeville area, 4500 block of MLK Junior Drive. So keep an eye out in that area, as well as Wicker Park, where her acupuncture appointment was at, and just like anywhere in between.
Let me ask you this. Obviously, comments can be cruel. We don't know the outcome. We honestly don't know the nexus of this at all. We don't have a whole lot of information as of right now as to how all of this played out, and we've only really...
All right, so what I was looking for, you see me like going around like that? I'm not just like being a madman. I'm being a detective. There are multiple surveillance cameras on this building here. There's one on the front. I looked at the edge. There's usually one on the edge. There's one on the edge here. There's a PTZ zoom camera over here on this end, over the parking lot. So these are multiple places. I tried to look at the poles. Sometimes you'll have cameras on the poles, but there's definitely video surveillance on this massive building here. There'll most likely be video surveillance. I don't know how much coverage they'll be able to get, but there'll be some in this religious, this Catholic grounds here, because you get a lot of hate crimes on religious institutions. So they usually have really good video surveillance, also for insurance purposes. And over here on this building here, what is this called? This is more of the Archdiocese building. Like I told you, they're going to have good cameras. So you have PTZ zoom cameras here. And more PTZ zoom cameras here on the Archdiocese property. And you have what appears to be more video surveillance cameras and good lighting, but that doesn't matter because this stuff happened during the day on this property. I kind of like went somewhere I didn't want to go. Get me out of here. All right, back over here. Now to the pedestrian. Let's walk over the pedestrian bridge and see how this park looks. And go ahead and get you guys back into the news.
Heard, as you said, from 2 people involved in the situation. Do we know that the police are looking at anyone in particular, or right now is it that they are just doing a general investigation?
They have not named any suspects. Again, they have not given us any information aside when she was last seen, when she was reported missing. And I know there's a lot of speculation out there. That's hard to ignore, but again, we can only go off what police are telling us.
Yeah.
And, this family is worried. Their loved one is missing. This teacher that is loved by so many. So just, continue to urge the public to keep an eye out for her. And we're all hoping that she's found safe.
And you spoke to some of the parents from that school. And it really struck me that, how do you have a conversation with your child about their teacher who they're seeing on the news in this type of situation? What were the parents saying to you?
When we're done with this, this is like, it's almost done. We got like 4 more minutes. I'm gonna end the live. My daughter wants to go out and grab something to eat. As you guys know, she is college bound. I'm very proud of her. And since my baby is going to be leaving me soon, I do not deny her any moment she wants to spend with me. So she says, hey, Dad, let's do something. I don't care how tired, I don't care what I'm doing. I'm out of here. Because soon she's going to leave me. She's going to go be her little woman and get her education. And my little girl is going to become a woman. So I'm enjoying these last few months I have until the world has her. Sad stuff. Makes me want to cry when I think about it. It's very tough. But many of you guys know the feeling, right? Anyway, let's keep going. Start this back up. I want to get over to the park.
I mean, everyone in that neighborhood, in that town, in that community is aware of this story. Everyone is posting about it, talking about it. The kids as well. Even when we're out there, they're, recording and taking pictures. So it's definitely a tough conversation. The school has been doing a good job, it sounds like, of providing services to the staff and to the students.
This is very desolate.
Just having that conversation with your kids as a parent, they're seeing it everywhere right now.
Yeah.
All right, so we're kind of over here. I just dropped the pin. This is not what I expected to see in this park. Looking at it from above, it looked like a very well manicured park. This one looks like a reserve almost. And there's a lot of places somebody could go. There's a lot of places somebody could go to just really be away from it all if that's what they want. Look at this. This is just a random pin in here. Look at this. This is now towards the shoreline over by the marina. And this is deep water, man. This is one of the biggest freshwater lakes in the world. It's huge. Huge. We have that in America, the biggest freshwater lakes in the world. Wow. Okay. Let's get back to the news.
Have the police talked any more at all about like search teams or anything about what's going to happen moving forward?
No, I do know that the family, the husband, I think on Tuesday or Wednesday, when I spoke with him, he was actively physically searching. He said hospitals, hotels, shelters, any areas that she frequents. So I do know that the family is actively physically looking for her. As far as any like search teams or search crews that are, set to happen or take place, nothing confirmed right now. Again, police aren't really telling us much, and a lot of the questions that we have as well, it's could be answered with police information, but they're investigating as well, so it could be the reason why they're not giving us too much information right now.
Not much information, and this story has now gone national. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's all over. I just did an interview this morning with Nancy Grace. You know, it's just all over the place. There are a lot of speculations, a lot of theories, but again, we have to remember that, you know, everyone is innocent until proven guilty. So we can't really speculate. We can't say what we think, because the facts are what the police is telling us. And, you know, there's so much that we probably don't know that they know.
I don't know.
Family knows.
I'm kind of, I just, listen, it's so easy. We even do it on this channel. We do it within reason, though. We're usually right. But there's a lot of channels that's like, oh, the husband did it, he's guilty. We go after people on this channel, but we're usually right. We're like 99.99999999999% right. I don't think the husband had anything to do with this one, guys. I don't think the husband had anything to do with this one. I don't think so. I think this guy's innocent, man. I think this guy is just, he's got a missing wife that he'd like to find. He's got a missing wife that he loves with all of his heart, and he wants to find his wife. That's what I'm thinking. Big shout out to Nancy Grace. Absolutely. I love her. We got to do part 2. Later on tonight, we'll do part 2 of the D4VD reaction video. I just don't think that he had anything to do with this tragedy. Let's let them finish up.
We just don't have the answers to, so something to keep in mind.
Well, thank you for continuing to stay on top of this. We have seen it at the top of our list for the last several days as people have been looking for more and more information. And
good question. Somebody challenged me. They said, well, strategic, why do you think that? Because the evidence doesn't show him being with her or next to her during the time of her being missing. You know, if my wife is missing and we spot her on camera on the other side of town and I'm in a boxing gym boxing, I didn't do it. Now, could he have hired somebody to do something to her? That's possible. It has been confirmed. They just reported it on the news. It's been confirmed. We just covered it. Now, you might have popped in after we already watched that video, but it's not been confirmed. It has been confirmed that she was found on video parking at 35th and Park, getting out of her car, walking away from her car, and not returning to her car. So, I mean, it's possible that he did something, but we're talking about the perfect crime now. Perfect crime. People say, well, did you see tears? Well, we don't know how much he cried prior to getting on the news. Sometimes you could cry yourself out. That's not a definitive, oh, you're guilty, I don't see no tears. We don't cry like that. Men don't cry like that. You can't look at us and think that we're going to do the things that you do. We're different. Men and women are different. We're not better than each other, but we're different. There's a difference between this guy with the super sad puppy dog eyes saying he missed his wife and this guy who we know is a murderer.
And like about 12:10 in that afternoon, her friend
You telling me that guy, Linda Brown's husband, looks like Chris Watts? I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm willing to change my mind. To me, he doesn't. But you guys are saying like he's the guilty, but like I'm willing to. I'm not saying that it's impossible that he did it. I'm just saying so far the evidence shows that he was not with her. That's what I'm saying. And I don't think. Notice I said think. I don't think that he had anything to do with it. You guys are like, no, he's guilty. He did it. What? Man, I hope you're not on the jury. Stay away from every jury, all right? When they sit you down, when you get your jury duty papers and they're like, yo, can you be objective in this case? Say, no, I cannot. Go ask True Crime or Strategic. Everybody's guilty. I'm in his comment section and I'm letting him, everybody's guilty.
Does that make sense?
Everybody guilty.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I'm just talking to everybody. Somebody said, who, me? I'm just talking to I'm having fun. It's an entertainment show. Come on. I pick stuff from the chat and I talk about it because it makes it interesting. It's all good. We're here to entertain. He about to fight. Like, yo, you got a problem with me, strategic? You talking to me? Come kick your ass. With my butt. I'm gonna kick your strategic. You talking about me like that? Anyway, I don't see it yet, but it's possible. Listen, anybody who says they think that the husband is involved, it's possible. We don't know. So you might end up being right. I'm just saying, from what I've seen so far, I don't know if I see a clear connection between the husband and her on that morning, because the news have reported that they have video, that the police have acknowledged that they have video of her parking and leaving the car and not coming back to the car. Okay? Just for anybody who's, here we go. This one right here. It's 31 seconds, so I'll play it for you again.
Now to new details in the Chicago public school teacher who went missing nearly a week ago. Today, Linda Brown's sister tells us that police now have video of Brown arriving somewhere in her car, getting out and walking away and not coming back. This is one day after her husband told CBS News Chicago that her blue Honda Civic was found without any damage. And he would not tell us where it was found. Chicago police would also not confirm any of these details.
There you go. There we go. So that's where we at with that. We need to do, I'm going to kick your arse strategic emoji, so that when people get mad at me, they could just post it like or you know, a Cash Me Outside, like the Cash Me Outside girl who's like a multimillionaire. Let's do a Cash Me Outside emoji when people get mad at me, like, yo, Cash Me Outside strategic. Anyway, I gotta go and have a lunch with my oldest, so I'll see you guys later. It was great. We're gonna stay on top of this, absolutely, regardless of what the outcome is. Hopefully they find this young woman fine and alive, and they get her help she needs. We'll update you guys on this. If there's any more information that comes out, we'll update you on it. Look out for that part 2 of my D4VD reaction to Nancy Grace. We want to finish that. We didn't get to finish it last time. I had an emergency. The story for that emergency is bananas, by the way. Maybe I'll tell you guys on the Patreon or the membership the story that of why I had to go. It was so ridiculous, man. These schools are ridiculous, man. But we'll talk about that in a second. We just came off of a members only live. Make sure that you check that out. If you're a member, you weren't notified for it for whatever reason, there is a members only live for you to check. It's very, very informative, very interesting, and I think it's worth watching. It might open your mind and change your mind on some of the stuff that's happening out here. So make sure you go check that out. And make sure you show that love. And for everybody else, please make sure you hit that like button, support the channel. We have 315 people watching us right now, only 236 likes. We need those likes for us to get into the algorithm. And is there anything else I got for you hot and fine and beautiful people? I think that's it. All right. Well, I'll see you guys on the next one. Strategic is out of here. Peace. Well, it'd be nice if I had the outro ready. All right, there we go. Let's try that again. Peace.